Hey YouTube, it's Michelle with Comfy Cozy Living. I am going to show you how far I've gotten with my collage journal today. I have probably done maybe 2 or 3 pages since I last showed you, but I can't exactly remember what I did or didn't show you at this point. So I'm just going to go through the whole thing again. If you can bear with me, I don't really think it'll go too long, but I'm going to try to show a little more detail this time. So this is the cover that I put together, and I used the page I used. Oh goodness, the scrapbook paper that I used. This right here is meant to look like denim. So see, and then I kind of folded it around the back, and on the edges of scrapbook paper, a lot of times there's this little strip of a different paper. And you can take it off. That's where it's perforated, and then it's perforated there too. You can take it off and just use the paper, but I like the look of it. And then on the back of this book that I'm using, it actually just worked. I thought it looked good. It looked intentional. So, so that's how the back looks now. And this is the front, in case you didn't see that video. I used and at the time, I didn't have enough glue sticks. I didn't have any glue sticks at the time, so I was using some other glue I had that was a little runny, let's say, I guess is the best way to put it. So it was, I mean, it worked, but it was just kind of a little difficult to work with. And this is going to be like this, I think, just because I didn't properly do the bend, or maybe I did, and I don't know. It's just the way it goes when you open something, because then I put the other page on top of it. So I don't care about that. I think it's fine. It's just, it is what it is, you know, this too. So then these sorry about that. I use these stickers that are like buttons. That's what they look like, buttons. And I just thought that they were kind of more me, kind of the vintage. I love that one. If that was like a real button, I totally dig that kind of thing. So, and then I used this doily just because pink is my favorite color, and I thought it really worked to give that other layer. This little pocket, this is actually from when my daughter, who is 17 and a senior in high school, was a little girl and had tiny little Levi's, and that was on the pocket, and I cut that whole thing. And then here's actually the other one. That's, yes, I've kept things this long, and this is a different pair. And I loved it actually because these had, you know, the pink stitching. And then there was another pair that she had at some point, or maybe these were actually my son's, because they seem a little, I'm not sure. My kids only wore jeans when they were little. Well, my son wears jeans, but my daughter is all about those leggings, those Lululemon. So, you know. Anyway, I'm so glad I always kept these. I actually kept it because I was going to make this big, like, denim bag. And then I got a sewing machine many years ago, and I did something I needed to change the ribbon. I don't know how to do something in the bobbin. I might take it out now. Maybe my patience is better now. But anyway, I kind of put it aside and never came back to it, and that was many years ago. So anyhow, I just love it. It's just so cute. And then this happens to be, I don't know, really thin. Somebody gave it to me years ago when we were doing collaging, and I never used it. So M for Michelle, and I just tucked it in a little bit. And then I roughed up this paper so that it looked intentionally, you know, like a worn pair of jeans. I roughed up the edges and that sort of thing. Bella, go lay down. Go lay down. You want to come up? No. Yeah. Whenever I want her to go lay down and she wants to bother me, I say, you want to come up? Come up. Come up. And then she walks away because she's not coming up. She's too big. She's 50 pounds. So anyway, this is the when you open it. Oh, I'm going to try to do this sitting down. And I hope that there's enough light on this. So anyway, now you all have I believe, seen this page before. Now, first, let's just say, I do not go out riding bikes. I wish I did. I'm a woman of a certain age, and I have had knee replacement, and the other one needs replacing, and I've got all the other aches and pains like arthritis and what have you. My body just doesn't, I mean, I can ride a bike that's stationary, but I don't think I'm going on the road anytime soon. I just like the look, and I love the look of all of these. I love the look of the garden kind of things you can do. I love the look of just this because I love the colors, and this was off of a wrapping paper that I had. I love the look of the picnic basket in the, basket of it. And then this is what I've been waiting on, because I've been waiting on my daughter to print the picture and for me to tweak it. Now, that is not really me, but it is. Do you get it? It's my face, my head, my hair, but that ain't my body. I wish it was, but it's not. So anyway, that's just one of the things that you can do and that I've learned. You can, my journaling buddy, Danny, has the best way of just finding pictures that are, she can, like impose a picture of herself and make it look like it is just meant to be there. And it just looks so cool. And it's, this isn't about like, oh, me. No, it just, it's fun. Come on, that looks just fun. So anyway, there's that page. And again, my head, my face. Yeah, don't get too close because then you see the color difference, and all that jazz. Not trying to be perfect, but when you just look fast, it's fun. So in this page, I think you all remember this if you looked at the other video, where this is a lot of the florals that I pulled out of magazines. And this page, I just love this right here with this, because it just looks like the old, books and stuff. I love that. This I love because I have actually got a pot like that. I wish I had this growing out of it like that. And I love like a garden with some architectural interest. Then I used, like scrapbooking stickers. I used this fabric. Right here I used fabric, and you can just bunch it up. With the glue, you can do anything to manipulate these materials that you use. This is a little piece of fabric. This is washi tape. And then just these beautiful pictures. I used a little bit right here. This is scrapbook paper. This is more fabric. These are just things I tore out of magazines, or, you tear it. Sometimes you just like the look of it being torn. Sometimes you want to cut it, but closer. Turn the page. Celebrate summer. I apologize for this glare from the light, but it's either, use the light and get some glare, or I don't know what then. I guess I could have done it during the day, but I was busy today. So there is just a picture I liked, fabric, a sticker, words out of a magazine. Some of the scrapbook paper right here, another picture, some more fabric, a little bit here, there, and then like this, I think I said this last time. This goes over a picture that was in there. That looks like, washi tape right there. This, you almost don't even notice that when you're looking at this and on as a whole. Now this is just, some pink flowers I took out. And then there's the little bits. And this is so not intentional. You don't plan the page too much, you might plan a few like pictures that you want to use to lay out, but you don't plan it. You kind of do it as you go. So I put this, this doily underneath, and then I started doing these pictures, or these pinks. Matter of fact, actually later on I found more pinks, and I wished I had done the whole thing. So this is what I mean. You just kind of go with it, and you know what? Later I'll find more. Maybe I'll do a 2-page pink. I don't know. It doesn't matter. So anyhow, just so pretty. And again, fabric, picture, 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 fabric, washi tape, right there. And then there's some fabric. And then, like I said, the doily. So, there's the whole thing. And the next page is more. And I just, oh, I probably said this last time. I just love, I love this right here. It's so pretty. The picture, I love the hydrangeas, the color of the pot with it. It just all works. It just really just all works. So there's the picture I used. This picture was already in the magazine or the book that I'm, using to collage. So I just went around it because it was something that I would have torn out of a magazine. So there's just more. I love a garden that just is so full, and not talking vegetable, we're talking flower. I just love it when it's full and like has a path and has architectural interest and things like that, and junk things. I just love that. And I do have a big enough yard to do it. I just don't know how to exactly make it happen the way I want to. So anyway, there's that one. I love that. I love that like chippy chairs and table, and the lemons, all that, just the look of it. Love that. Next page is just simple, with the fabric, kind of really goes, you tie in the color. Sometimes you really can perfectly tie the color in with what you have. I mean, I don't know where I do. I was at a thing several years ago, it was like a garden gypsy party or something. And they made us these little things, and they had all this fabric hanging off of it, all these different, I just always kept it and threw it in with all my doodads. And now here I did, took it apart, and now I'm using all this, just using it. I look at Goodwill, I look wherever, I'll be looking at rummage sales for all that kind of odd stuff. And then you just, you find a way you find the times to use it. So, anyway, so pretty, isn't it? This, oh, I mean, I'd be so happy. Everybody talks about, getting a bouquet of roses. And I would, if somebody brought me that, or this, I'd be over the moon. This, forget about it, man. I'd go nuts if somebody brought me that. Look at that. They use a vintage purse in this photograph. And those beautiful flowers. So cool. And just, again, I used this fabric, then I put another piece of fabric over that, and that's all I did on that page. Okay, this page, very simple. I just put a little piece of doily over here, because there were words. I left this little bit. This page was not a very busy page, so there was something right here, and then I put this card over it, which, later on I might write down something like, like, what time is it, or time to smell the flowers, or, or I might leave it right now, and I'll get inspired, and I'll think of what I want to write later. I might want to add more to it, I might not. I love the way it looks. I just love that. This is possibly my all-time, and I said this before, my all-time favorite cover of a flea market garden magazine. This was this, and in a lot of these magazines, they duplicate their pictures and stories and stuff. So I just put some ribbon down there. But I love this, whatever piece of furniture with that pink and that green, and throw this in there with this, and this plant, I want to say geranium, but that's not a geranium. Anyway, with all these different flowers and this rough, I love all the chippy and that. Oh gosh, look at that. Just love everything about this. They turn, and then there's another gorgeous bouquet made in these old trophies. And so I have this kind of flocked washi tape that just looks cool because it's flowers. And just more of that. Seeing on that one, I didn't even cover this. Who cares? Nobody really wants to. I mean, you can read that, doesn't matter. But the story's about using these old cool trophies and making gorgeous floral arrangements. So there's that. This, I think, is a new one. I'm pretty sure I haven't showed you guys this one. So this is just chairs that I tore out pictures of the chairs that I thought were cool. And so I had this, tore out the word sitting pretty. And so I love this, like, this gorgeous pink wicker with a cute little dog. And then I love that rusted out patio chair that you would sit in a garden, like that, a cool big garden, and just let flowers grow through it and around it. There's a beautiful, and I'm sorry it's kind of wavering. There. Like, look at that. That's so cool with that, worn wicker with the cool cushions with the neat, pattern on it and a little throw over it. And then this chair is just, yellow's not like my favorite color, but I just think the look of it is pretty cool. I like the shape of it, the wornness of it, the cool pattern on the fabric. This chair is like an old ice cream chair, I believe, with just little floral arrangement on top of it. And then I used one of these, these flashcards that I got a couple weeks ago or whatever. I used one that just says sit. And then here's another cool chair. And I used just some random washi tape. I have all this, these different papers. I don't think about it too long. I have a lot of different papers that I've had over the years. And I just I'm like, oh, let me just use what I've got, Doesn't have to be like, oh, I'm not crazy about this color blue, but I like this color blue, this aqua, turquoise. And so, it all just goes. It works. And I love this because it just reminds me of pair of jeans or something. So there's that page. And that's what I mean here. This is just it's kind of like a lookbook of your life. It's like the book of me is how I look at it. Oh, these are, this is this year, and I'll probably later on write somewhere in the year, or, maybe I'll make that a page, and it'll be, 2020. This is what I really was into or dug at the time that I put this book together. Now this page I haven't used yet. I put this doily here because I had pulled off I put the tape or the glue on the wrong side, and I just wanted to make sure I used it, so I put it there. That was last week or something. But I do like this page because I like this leaf. Looks like a heart. They have this twine out like a heart. So whatever I use or do on this page, I think that would be, I would like to kind of work that in. I did this page at my friend's house yesterday. Maybe not my favorite page, but I was just, like I said, using some of what I've got. In my Goodwill hauls a while back, I bought this book of wrapping paper, and this part of this page is from that, and then this background kind of is from that. I cut the sun out, and I used part of the tree, then I cut the bird out, and I put the bird where I want it. So anyhow, I kind of just there's part of the tree, and I kind of cut it down from the bottom. I cut it in half and that way, and I just set it there, and so it made it the background or how I wanted to make it. So this is just all birds, and I'll just kind of try to go from here so you can see it up close. There's a little washi tape that I have with some birds on it. Here's a cool birdhouse, and then this little hummingbird. This is like some scrapbooking, little embellishments. These are I just pulled these out of, this wooden stuff. That's scrapbook paper. But then this is just like, I don't even think that's not a bird. That's a picture of a statue or something. And anybody's freaking out about this Visa being in the background, don't worry. This is way old and there ain't nothing left on it. I just use it for, smoothing out things. So anyway, just a word of warning. And there's just all these little, these little love doves, stuck those there. There was a story in one of the magazines about these little chicks. Oh, look how cute they are. They're just so cute. Look at them. Oh my gosh, look at these chicks. Are they not the cutest little fluffy little things? Oh, there's that same hummingbird, just a bigger picture. This is like a drawing. So here's another drawing, and here's one. And then I just put fly with all your heart. That's like a, years ago, my friend pulled all these little inspirational things out, and I've just held on to them all this time. So this, I just think that this picture, this is just the coolest picture. So just a picture of a bird, and I cut it out. Just think it's cool. So see, you know, it looks very busy, but if you let your eye fall, you know, on certain things, and you can just appreciate that moment, and then you can appreciate that moment. Aw, little mama bird is feeding the baby. I mean, that's adorable. Sorry, just noticed something that I wanted to smooth out. So anyway, there's that page. Then we'll move on to this page. Oh, I did this page last night. So in this page, I was like done, and then I was like, oh, I should have put my Bella in it. So then I had my daughter print off that picture. That's what I was waiting for. Oh, she's making noise because I said her name. So anyhow, I'll show you. So just pulled out pictures of cute little dogs and what's not to love. Look, it's a cliche, but dogs do provide unconditional love, and their loyalty never wavers. Ain't that the truth? So anyway, look, just a cute doggy. Aw, look at that one. I think that might have been a picture from like a wedding story. Oh, that is adorable. And then this fluffy little cutie. And then this ribbon I've had for years and years from when my daughter was a little girl, I think. So I just cut part of that off there. And I think I put some here at the top of this page too. And here's another saying. Dogs do speak, but only to those who know how to listen. And then that, oh, I just love that. It's so cute. Just a little figurine and picture there. Then this picture is like a boxer dog. And I tried to capture this whole thing because it was like a picture in the looking out the window, and I wanted the reflection. And I wanted the reflection, but then I put the picture, then I got the picture of Bella. So then I put that, see, so I cut it out. Then I put this in there. Then, oh, she's talking. You want to say hi? What? Oh, Bella, stop. Come here. Look up. Sit. Can you sit? Can you just sit? That's such a good girl. Yeah, oh, you want to play, but not now. Okay, let me finish this, okay? Let me finish. Anyway. So then I found, after I was all done, I found this, and I was like, oh, dang it, I meant to use this when I did the dog page. So it says, how do you say thanks for being my furry BFF? So you know what, I just put it over that, because there is no rule saying that you can't, put it wherever you want it. So I didn't do anything. I just did this today, just a little while ago, actually. I got these at Hobby Lobby for 99 cents yesterday on clearance. And I was like, oh, they're cute. I like feathers. Bella, hush. So I did them, and I'll tell you what, now I know why they're on clearance. They're all dried out. The transfers, part of them didn't take. But anyway, I did use some, and I see it's supposed to be a circle. But anyway, I did what I did. This I just covered up the words that were on the page. And I used some of these picture colors that I love. So anyway, I don't know, you just do what you want to do. So after I had colored those in, and then I did that one, and then I did this one, and then I did that one. Then I did the words. Then I did dream, calm, and then I did be. And then I said, oh, wait, now I wanted to say this. So I had room, and I just go be. Just be. And, that doesn't have to make sense to anybody. Just you or me for this one. It just has to make sense to me. So anyway, I think that's it all for now, everybody. And thanks for, I guess it went a little longer than I expected, but I hope everybody's enjoying this sort of creativity, and you can do it any way you want to do it. You do not have to use a lot of pictures. You do not have to draw anything. You do not have to use washi tape. You don't have to use fabric. You can use anything you want to use. All right? So on that note, have a nice evening, a nice calm evening. dream of what can be, and then, you know what? Be. Just be. Good night, everybody.